Okay. Let's see here. Give me a second. Okay. Man, it's been a while since I last drew anything that wasn't related to the game. And drew anything real in general. So, yeah, this feels a bit odd, to be honest. But I've just been very busy, which is not necessarily something I like, but not necessarily something I hate. It depends on the work. I'm in kind of a limbo place right now. A limbo of the lost, you might say. Okay. We're gonna be listening to the Katana Zero soundtrack for the time being, and I think I queued up Fury afterwards, so... Yeah.
That's good music then.
Yeah, it's good stuff. What do I even want to do today? Let's see. By the way, I don't even know how many of these sketches I made before I ended up with one that I didn't absolutely hate. And that's just for this stupid ass preview. It doesn't even matter. Cool. Anyway, let's see. I just gotta get into it somehow. Draw some circles, some lines, why not? Switch to that. This is a thing that I've mentioned like years ago and I never did it, but I should really get used to like rotating the canvas around and doing things like that, because it's just not physically possible for you to draw really well controlled lines at every angle. Like some things, just due to the anatomy of your arm, are not gonna be smooth and straight, so I should really get used to doing this stuff and rotating things to fit where I need them to be, but I'm just not, I don't know, I just never get into it. And generally I get like annoyed when the canvas is slightly off center or off 0 degrees, but I guess maybe I'll just force myself to do it right now. Not that it matters much right now anyway. Just doing some circles and, you know. But yeah, what I was talking about in chat earlier, I really wish I had a larger audience, even just like only a couple of people. That will be fine by me. I don't need like hundreds or thousands of people watching my garbage. I'm not that eager for attention, but I think it would help liven things up a lot if there were just a couple.
It'd get confusing if there were that many here.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to change things. I would have to deactivate TTS and all that. But still, like, maybe 5 to 10 people would be great. And I know I've talked about this before as well on previous streams. And I've been doing this for years now, which is weird to consider. And yeah, I never seem to accrue any viewership at all. I don't know why. I guess I'm just not interesting. Which is true enough, but you know, when you see what kinds of people do attract viewership, it begs to question what people find interesting about them, because I honestly can't figure it out. I really don't know. It's very confusing.
It's more of a matter of advertising, I think.
Advertising certainly plays a role, but I think people who like to attribute everything to advertising aren't really on the right track either. I know I'm abysmal at advertising because I feel bad about doing it, for the most part, and also because I like to be self-deprecating, which is not a great move for advertisement. Deprecating? So yeah, it's just a thing. I wouldn't even know what to do either. I guess I would like have to put my shit on Reddit or something. But then that makes me scared of like getting random people who might hate me in here. Oh hey, hello. Ah shit. Speaking of the devil, I did put my stream announcement out on Something Awful, the forums, the daily drawings thread there, and a couple of Discords and whatever, but Discords never seem to attract anything. Gotten occasional views from Something Awful, but it's like a very niche part of the forum that I'm putting it in. Man, this track is so good. I love it. That main melody is fucking amazing. I realize I'm drawing in rotation right now, but whatever. I don't usually stream my drawing sessions because nowadays, I used to do it much more often, but nowadays when I draw, it often happens when I'm already in bed, which is 10 o'clock. So I'm lying in bed and just using my ThinkPad to draw some shit because I got nothing else to do. And streaming from bed is not a good idea. I kind of long for the days where I did drawings really regularly. At this point I don't know how I managed to do that back then. But I somehow must have. Did it for a really long time too. So hold on. Yeah, what am I even doing? So this needs to be lowered. Because usually, I suppose is usually, yeah, the crease is on the, wait, confused. Need to act out the pose I'm drawing myself, because I'm not sure about which. Okay, so the hip goes up on the resting side. I'm pretty sure, so this is wrong.
Got to make the faces you're drawing too.
I don't really do that anymore, mostly because, unless I'm, like, drawing in an extreme face. But then I also usually just go for reference instead. But for certain poses, just to be sure that I'm getting the balance right and everything, I do act it out. So this pose is already fucked up because of the balance. It should be, you know, like this. So shoulders should be the opposite angle. I don't even know if I want to fix it or just start over. That's something like this. I'm gonna start over. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I also don't have a quick button to reset the camera's rotation, which is annoying. Primary reason why I wanted to do this tonight is because I was looking at some stuff on Pixiv, and for some reason I just really liked it. Like, really liked it. And then I felt like, oh shit, I should probably draw something myself again, huh? And so here we are. Alright, let me just try to replicate this drawing that I'm looking at. Maybe that'll help. At least for now. Okay. So the blue phone goes off. Great. Why does this always happen during stream times? The phone seems to really like going off when I'm doing streams. And never when I'm not
Get
doing
things
streams.
rolling.
So... I don't remember what kind of a nose I used to give her. I'm not copying the thing entirely, but once I'm done, you can look at what I was looking to sort of emulate, I guess. And this music is so good. I'm really happy to see more games like Fury and Hotline Miami and now Katana Zero that employ like multiple artists and do really high energy kind of tracks. Some good shit. Shortcut for that, didn't I? Moving things? Didn't I have a shortcut for that? Maybe not. Maybe I did, I never got again. That's entirely plausible.
I agree, been trying to put together a Spotify radio thing for the music of the type. Unfortunately, it also adds things that just annoy me.
Yeah, Spotify is like that. Also, a lot of this kind of stuff is not on Spotify at all. A lot of indie things, smaller groups, are only on Bandcamp. If even there at all. I'm never too certain about, like, how wide the fucking body of someone should be when they're not perfectly fucking aligned with the axis. That's the thing I really am not sure. I should probably try and figure this out. Let me get a shot. It's really annoying because I've drawn so many fucking bodies and looked at so many goddamn things, it's never enough. Regardless. So, shoulder extension. Okay. I think this could work out. Muscles there. Yeah, I guess so. This again. Hmst. This feels too low down. I don't know. It's a bit better, I feel, but I'm not sure. By the way, can you, like, does the microphone pick up me twisting my pin like this? When I do that, I think that's audible.
It does.
Okay. Sorry about that then.
It's fine. Is that even the right size? Oh, fuck. Let me see. Just about. Okay, never mind. I just don't know what that gesture is supposed to mean. I just drew a thing that seemed about right. No idea what it is. This is not a Spotify playlist. This is the Katana Zero soundtrack. Let me see. Yeah, it's good stuff. That's a good game. And an awesome soundtrack.
Yeah, I'll leave this. I think this is actually, the poses just fine even without any arms and hands at all. Some poses seem fine without hands and others just look weird if you omit them. I know what it is. Yeah, Hotline Miami is also great. Why do you feel old though? I mean, Katana Zero came out like a couple of days ago or something. Oh. Well, I mean, this is independent as well. I don't know how to do the hair. So, three-dimensionally, the neck is going this way. So, there should be this. Then it groups, maybe? I don't know. This is confusing me. Maybe I should try doing it over the ear instead. That might look better. I don't know. Question is, oh man, let me look at the reference. Oh, reference, quote unquote. Maybe I should not have it. Maybe I should just have it dangle out like this. That maybe. I don't know. I feel like some things that I draw, I can draw in a way that looks good, and then other things I just have absolutely no fucking idea what I'm doing or how it's supposed to be done properly, and it feels pretty bad. Makes me feel like a charlatan, imposter, a hack fraud. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna get it better than this. Looks alright, maybe. So, how are you guys doing tonight? What is it? Tuesday? Are you having an alright Tuesday? Spring is kicking, or summer almost, is kicking into full gear now here. It's been getting actually already too warm for my tastes. You know, it's only fucking April, so I don't know. don't really have anything to say, so just enjoy the music, I guess. If the birds are too annoying, I can turn the mic off. Just give me a holler.
The birds give the perfect ambience.
You see exactly what I see on screen? The thing about, me drawing is I pretty much only use this upper right half of my screen when I'm drawing because I'm really close to the screen. So I pan it to what is most natural for me in my position. So because the display is sort of low to the ground, I have to put it that high up in order to be able to be comfortable. I would need a higher desk if I wanted a different positioning. But yeah, that's a unfortunate thing. I don't think there's a way for me to have the stream see everything at all times. So I'll just have to make do. Confused. What is going on here? Yeah, occasionally when I look at the entire thing, I pan it up, or if I work on something like this, it'll be up there. But since right now I'm lining out this here, it's going to be zoomed in. I mean, I suppose so, but I mean, this is like this is a Cintiq, and it has like a solid, I'm not sure if this is like very hard plastic over the actual screen, so it's not like I'm, you know, destroying pixels or anything. I can press really hard and it doesn't make a difference. This fucking display is hugely heavy. Let me actually quickly look up because it's Cintiq. I had to like get I have my monitors on a stand, like an arm, and I had to get a newly released kind of arm to even be able to mount this motherfucker without having to like double it up with two arms. Let me see. That's with the stand. I don't care about that. Let me see. Wait. Fucking ounces? Come on. What is this shit? Damn it. It only says that. Oh, here it is. No, it's about 15 kilograms, the display, apparently. Around that. Actually, I mean, you do get tearing if you have a very cheap, there's cheap kinds of, digital tablets and things like that. You do get, you have a risk of damaging the display if you press on it too much. And yeah, it's absurdly heavy. I don't know why. 15 kilograms is like, what the fuck? I assume the newer Bacon models are less crazy, but I wouldn't know. I'm not gonna chill out $2,000 or whatever for a new tablet anytime soon. I don't draw for a living, no. People have wanted me to do it, but I think the stress of it will kill me, so I don't do it. But I'm not very good at saving my money when it comes to fucking technological gadgets, so I spend a lot of money on bullshit. This does not look right down here. And, you know, drawing is one of my major hobbies, and I use this thing a lot, and I've had it for many years, so yeah, I don't know. I assume it was worth it. Still confused about this situation here. What the fuck is happening? This should be on this. Nice. What kind of consulting do you do? My primary, I guess, job is being a computer toucher, meaning I write software. I started this semester my master's in computer science. I see. I'm very happy not to be doing much Java. Wait, what the fuck am I drawing here? This makes... God damn it, this is confusing me. Get out of here. Let's try to fix this. Okay, so that's... I need some quick colors. Crazy. So... Oh shit, I should have remembered the size of my brush. 8 pixels, is that about right? No, not rotate, zoom, thank you. Maybe less, 7? 6? Is it 6? Yeah, I think it was 7. Or maybe even 8. Yeah, 7 seems right. Okay. I see. I mean, writing code is all fine and stuff. I do enjoy it a lot as well. That's why I'm fucking doing a master's on it. I'm just glad I don't need to be touching Java as a particular programming language very much. There's other things to enjoy. So, hold on. I see. Good on you on making that jump. That seems like it would take a lot of courage to make that big career change at that old. I've been programming almost all my life, so doing this is, well, doing a master's for me is mostly a way of procrastinating because I don't want to get a job. Oh man. Just doesn't seem right. I see. Well, good on you. Hope you're gonna be you're gonna continue to be I don't want to say successful because that might get the wrong idea. I hope you get to continue enjoying your job, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Mostly because, like, successful is often equated with making holla dollar, which isn't bad, but you can, like, hate your job and make lots of money. And in my view, that's not necessarily successful. Yeah, doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. Coder jobs, for some reason, give a ton of money. Who knows? I can't tell you, man. But I do think like a lot of code jobs just are very highly paid and not necessarily always for good reason. It's like a very high demand kind of job, so it's a bubble to some extent. I'm not sure I agree the amount of code needed is higher than the amount of people capable of producing it. To me, coding is also something where very quickly there's the effect of too many cooks. And there is just no way to write software at a certain scale in a timely manner without making it a maintenance nightmare and basically having to throw it out after a while. So hiring tons of developers who are not necessarily well trained is not a good move. That's my opinion. Or my impression, I guess. This still does not look right. What the fuck am I doing? Hold on. Let me just redo this. Maybe with a quick sketch first. Maybe that'll help. Let's do that. So there. Road Air tablet. It's starting to make random lines. Not good. I see. Yeah. I mean, I agree in the extent that programming and code is something that is going to become, or already is, extremely necessary and demanding because of the amount of automation required in order to both get a business off the ground and compete, and also due to society requiring huge amounts of automation in order to be functionally efficient. It's more just that I don't agree with the general idea of just hire more coders, because that tends to make the problem worse, because then you need more, like, you have those coders make a product and the product is shit, and then you need more coders in order to clean up the product while staying at the same productivity, and it just worsens itself into infinity until you crash and burn, and that's a bubble. So I think we need more well-trained programmers, but good training takes a lot of time, and time is money. So a lot of companies don't want to spend that kind of money. Okay, this already looks a lot better, or at least in a way that I don't hate it completely. Good. I just need to redraw it. What was the point size? 7? I think it was 7. Yeah. You're right about that. fix that later. feel like this entire thing should be moved upwards. Isn't there a view thing? Mirror view. There it is. Yeah, I think. Man, I'm out of shape. Ugh. Cut. Paste. Okay. This will be about right, maybe. So, maybe, question mark. Hair is confusing me all the time. picture in general is confusing me. I don't know what's going on. Not very happy about that. Not very happy at all. Ugh. Now I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to hate the picture. Ah, jeez. Who is my favorite superhero? I don't know. I'm not really into superheroes at all, I'm sorry to say. They're not really my kind of thing. I don't know, I never read superhero comics as a kid. I read like fucking Donald Duck and shit. So I never really get into it. Even now, I don't really care for the movies. I have seen a bunch of them, but yeah, I don't know, not my kind of thing. If I had to say a favorite, oof. Iron Man, because he's a dick? I don't know. I like genius asshole kinds of characters, so maybe that'll be my vote. Kanye West? What the fuck? I'd like to see your search history to explain that one. Let me see. Reed Richards, apparently. I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be. I don't know. Barry Ween. Yeah, that'll be my pick. Sure. Why not? Oh, and all. Okay, let me do that then. Yeah, I do get Kanye West a lot as well. Oh, because of the lyrics, huh? Let's see. Eminem. Mom Spaghetti. I don't know Kanye West's stuff. How am I supposed to know he wrote a song with those exact lyrics? Man, you know, look at drawings other people made. They're like so good. And then you immediately look over at yours and you're like, oh shit. Man. Hold on, I want to like listen to one track again before we switch to Fury soundtrack. There we go, that's the one. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm happy that you have that kind of reaction. Because I for sure don't. Drawing for how long now? What was my first drawing? Let me check that. Or not first drawing. I know. Wait, I think I started drawing seriously with like 16. So that will be now almost a decade. Ah, this music is so good. Just listen to sick ass music. All your worries go away. Most of the time. Yeah, you're right about that. I never quite, like, oftentimes when I'm, like, complaining, my shit, this stuff looks like shit, or whatever, people respond with, well, I couldn't do that, or with, like, well, there's so many more people that are, like, worse than you are, but my reaction is always like, yeah, but I don't care. I mean, why would I be happy that other people are worse than me? That's not, it's not a sensible line of thought, is it? I want to be better myself, right? Not, I don't know. Like, my concern isn't about whether my concern isn't if I made a ranking of everyone in the world, what my place will be, like whether I will be number 1,000 or number 1,000,000. I don't care about that. I just care about the fact that I can't do the things I want to be able to do. And then I see people who can do cool shit that I want to do, and I'm like, oh man, I can't do that. That's a shame. I sure wish I could do that. Yeah, that's a famous chart. hold on, let me see. If the hair is like that, and then you have a clip that goes like this, right? Not like that at all. So it goes like that. So not like that, so I'm gonna have to convert this into a hair bun again. I only ever seem to do hair buns, huh? It's alright. Hair buns are fucking sick.
Should learn how to tie one yourself.
I don't have enough hair for that. And definitely not pretty enough hair. Actually, it is like that. I need to pull this in as well. Seven.
That is a shame.
It is. I generally did not win out in the genetic lottery, I feel. Well, it's not so much a lottery, but you know what I mean. I did get smart somehow. Kind of. A bit smart, maybe. But other than that, my body is pretty shit.
At least you can grow a beard.
Yeah, but I get like pimples all over my face all the time. Well, not all over, but almost constantly. So, kind of evens out, you know? This is a weird conversation. Whoa.
You need to get those good facial cleansing and moisturizing stuff.
I do have a facial cleansing thing specifically because I went to the apothecary for that. And they gave me a thing against it, and I use that. I either go shower once a day or use that once a day, and it still happens. It sucks. I don't know why. It's just shitty.
Ah, bummer.
Yeah, I know. Also, my skin really does not like being held down by something for long times. So whenever I wear my headphones for extended amount of time, and I sweat a little underneath, because it's fucking hot, like now, I get rashes, and that's cool as fuck. Yeah, so right now wearing my headphones for the stream is kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, human bodies are pretty garbage.
Intelligent design, my ass. What the fuck is happening in my drawing? I don't even know. Should get back into painting practice as well. I lost track of that again. I feel bad for it. So there's there's one or there's two actually exercises I need to do for the interactive geometry or shape modeling and geometry course that I'm taking. And these exercises are all C++ projects that I need to do. So they're implementation tasks. And man, I really don't want to do them. Yeah, it's something I definitely should do this week, but I tried to get started today and I just couldn't. What am I fucking doing with this hair? Come on. Okay, let me look at it. It's not necessarily,
Using pure C++ feels a bit like eating rusty barbed wire.
It's not pure C++, it's, I mean, you know, what even is pure C++ anyway? It's like, we have to use eigen, so the vector matrix math library, and then libigl, which is a library they put together, and everything uses templates all over the place, so compile times, even for like small bullshit, are way up there, and I don't even know. It's just a pain in the ass, and the tasks they give us aren't very interesting or very
Sounds like a good time.
yeah, it's great. Well, the tasks are interesting enough. They're just pain in the ass to figure out. They're like work intensive. They don't like, there's a lot to do, and yeah. I like that it's practical. I think that's very, very good. I love that. I think more courses should do more practical kinds of things. But overall, it's just so much work. I feel like certain parts they could have definitely lessened the amount of work necessary. For instance, the last task was to implement a thing that can construct a 3D model from a point cloud. So you have a point cloud of measurements, which is 3D positions plus normals at every point, and you need to turn that into a signed distance function, an implicit one that can be evaluated at any grid cell, and then using that you can do a marching cubes to construct the actual model. The marching cubes itself, they had a function provided for, so you didn't have to do that, but you had to do everything else, including having to implement a fucking spatial index to make lookups fast, and that's like one thing that I feel like, why was that included? It's not like you're ever fucking gonna make your own spatial index with a good reason behind it. I don't know.
Got to understand how it works, I guess.
My achievement for this week is making me, wait, your achievement for this week is making me draw an Iron Man logo. I don't know about that. I mean, I understand how a fucking spatial index works. It's not rocket science, it's just getting it right is annoying. Especially when you need to wait a minute for it to compile and then another minute for it to load the data and process it to fucking get it to the point where it actually does the thing that's interesting. So, you know. Plus, the spatial index is not actually part of the real algorithm. You can do it without. It's just going to be slow as balls. So it's not like it's integral to understanding the algorithm itself either. It's just extra work. This week's, one of the tasks for this week is to, or one of the tasks that I have to do is to implement a UV unwrap, which means you have a 3D model and you want to turn it, map all of the 3D coordinates into the 2D plane without overlapping, and potentially with some constraints like angle preserving or area preserving properties. Things like that. Anyway, so instead of working on that, I worked on the seminar presentation that I have to do. It's a long way out, but I have wanted to finish that ahead of time for a long time, and I just never got to it. So I'm glad I finally got started on that. But I'm not sure if I did a good job at it, because the paper is really technically involved. It does a lot of math stuff. And in the presentation, because it's very short, I don't want to touch on any of that. I'm not sure if they're gonna like the way I try to explain everything and get things done, you know. I mean, literally help me draw stuff and line it in color. Always. Oh, okay, sure. Glad to be helping then, I guess. By the way, if you prefix your message with my name, you can use tab completion for that. It'll be spoken out on TTS, so I hear it immediately, rather than whenever I decide to look over at chat.
Instead of wasting time on YouTube.
There it is. I waste a lot of time on, not necessarily YouTube, because I'm not subscribed to a lot of stuff and I don't browse, but on like just continuously going back on something awful, or checking Reddit again, or checking Twitter again, and just it's such a waste. Such a bad habit to get into, but so hard to get out of it either, as well. Though I don't think it's, I'm not sure if it's even a habit. It's more just like when you have no incentive to really start anything, then naturally you're just gonna flounder about.
Reddit on my router for all my devices.
I used to do that, but I mean, I only visit like 2 subreddits anyway. But sometimes when I Google for problems and stuff, Reddit comes up, so I need to have it on block for that. Not that it's a very good resource to begin with, it's mostly garbage, but yeah. Sometimes when I feel like it helps, I block some stuff, but most of the time it doesn't really help. When my brain decides it wants to procrastinate, it fucking does that. It just do. Ooh, emails. What is the email? GitHub. Cool. Not sure I like this. And whenever I say I'm not sure I like this, the translation is I do not like this.
I read a audiobook called Deep Work and then another called Digital Minimalism.
Mm-hmm. What about him? Good
Made
books?
me reconsider social internet.
What do you mean reconsider, in what way? Not sure what your initial thoughts about it were that you had to reconsider.
most internet is aimed at gaining eyeballs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I honestly do not understand how the internet runs on advertisement.
Employing addictive tendencies of people.
Yeah. I honestly don't understand how everything gets funded through advertisement. I feel like advertisement is a thing that's so ineffective that how the hell do you get the money you invest into advertisement back? How do you even know that? Like, how do you know whether you sell more when you advertise or not? It's not like putting up an advertisement is going to be directly correlated with more sales. So how the fuck do you know that you're actually recuperating or like even increasing your profits doing advertisement, especially on the fucking internet? I don't get that. I really don't. Okay.
How did people know that advertisement was profitable before the internet?
I genuinely don't know. I assume they just, like, to a point, obviously it's profitable if you have a new
Yet it was
product.
still there.
Like, you have a new product that's like people don't know about, so you advertise it so people know about it. But it's not like it just being known means it's gonna be sold, especially not if people already know about it. That's like the thing that confuses me. If you have a product and everybody already fucking knows about it, like Coca-Cola or whatever, is the advertisement gonna make them buy it more somehow? I don't know. And if it is, isn't that already like manipulating people? To what extent is that okay? Like, it seems almost like a lose-lose scenario. Either you're manipulating people and that's bad, or it does fucking nothing.
I think that is kind of how it works.
I read an interesting article recently about advertisements that made the case about, like, against the point of advertisement being primarily, or like, there's this common theory about advertisement being that if you see something and if you see it enough, you're going to want to buy it, or you want to have it. So it's sort of like a subconscious suggestion, I guess. And the article was making a case against that and saying that it had a good argument as to why it was bullshit, why that common theory is bullshit, but I don't remember it. I remember the case it made, the alternative theory it made though, which is to me much more sensible, which is that a lot of advertisements try to create a form of social awareness and the form of group identity, so that when you see the advertisement, you sort of understand which group of people this advertisement or this product appeals to and who would be using this. So for instance, if you have like, the example they made was a beer advertisement where it's like a picture of a beach and there's like a dude and a girl relaxing on the beach and holding a beer, and that was it. And so like the advertisement itself doesn't really instill you with anything about the product, doesn't tell you how it tastes, doesn't tell you whether it's great or not. But what it does tell you is sort of the feeling of the kinds of people that would want this. And so if you do belong to that kind of, if you associate with that kind of group, you'll be using that as a sort of a way to communicate that idea, not just to yourself but also to others, so that you can propagate it, sort of like a meme. So you say, you know, if you're someone who likes having a relaxing evening on the beach or whatever, if you're one of those people, then you would buy this beer, not just to communicate that idea to other people who also saw the advertisement. So this sort of depends on not just you understanding what the advertisement, what kind of group it is for, but also knowing that everyone else already saw the advertisement and made the same connection, which is why it's important to show that as ubiquitous as possible so that people can make this or be certain about this and thus use the product for that kind of social flag, I guess. So that makes a lot of sense to me. It's also very interesting. But still, it is to me insane from a just management budgetary perspective how much money is pumped into advertisement, because I am not at all sure that you can prove the amount of advertisement money being spent is money that's well spent, that couldn't be spent otherwise in ways that would increase profits more than more advertisement would. I'm not at all sure how you measure that. Maybe someone else would know, but I don't understand. Alright. Here's the comparison that I was going off of. Comparison photo that inspired me today. Holy moly, it's big. Here you go. Let me scale that down a bit. Jesus Christ, that picture is big. Yeah. Oh my God, I stole an idea. All right. Let's see. I'm not sure how to
Well
get.
drawn, no.
I'm not sure how to get that dithering effect in Credo still. I would really like to get that kind of stuff going. You know, these half points kind of things. There's a half point brush, but it looks garbage. Let me see. Is it here? Where is that? Effects, maybe? No. Ink. There it is. Like, it does things like this. That looks not so good. Because it's, like, not thin enough, I guess. Yeah, the dots are, like, too big. And making the pen smaller doesn't actually change anything. What is this? Another one. That doesn't increase in intensity. Can I change that? No, Creed has like all sorts of bullshit, but that just changes that. Didn't type Z, asshole. Oh my God. How do I do that? Pattern. Oh, it's just a pattern it applies. I see. So I could also do that. Okay. Okay. Is there a pattern that doesn't suck? Oh my god. Guess they would have like half-tone-like patterns to abuse. That kind of looks okay-ish, I guess. Maybe. Can I select it here? Not sure. Let's try. No, doesn't seem to change it. There does seem to be a way to do this, though. That's good to know. Wait, what? Why does that not show up? It's very faint. Okay. Is that too faint to notice? Holy shit. Yeah, that's like very, very faint. Can I also like bucket fill a thing? I think I should be able to do that. Because that's how you get them crisp lines. Just area select. Buckets. A new buckets pattern. How do I do that? Fill entire selection. Use pattern. There we go. Hell yeah. Nice. Can this not be a bit bigger? This fucking window? Fine. Oh, that looks weird. That's kind of the effect I was going for. Cool. Nice. Figured it out. Amazing. Actually, let me do a better one. I have a better idea. So, because I can go new, fill that with white. And then, hold on, what was I trying to do? Alright, so, that alpha. Fill this with the pattern completely. And now, if I raise this, should, yes. Hell yes, I'm very good. Because now, I can paint the pattern like that. Neat. But let me do that again with the thingaling. There we go. There we go, that's what I wanted. Very good. So now I can do that. Sick. Digital painting is fucking great. Imagine having to cut out these halftones from a sheet of plastic by yourself. Every time you make a back cut, do it again. Costs another buck or whatever. Probably not that much, but you know. Wasting halftone does cost. €0.80 a sheet. Alright. Traditional is one thing that I always feel like I should do more of, but then I just get so lazy.
100% cotton watercolor paper does that.
Yeah. It's nice stuff though.
The best I ever used, so much more enjoyable than the cheap stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you do traditional, you gotta have good utensils. I have a bunch of like different pens, and while I was in the art shop, I tried out a couple, and man, some of these pens are just so fucking fun to use. It's like unbelievable just how enjoyable it can be to draw lines with certain pens. Like, not comparable at all to digital. Just not even close. Like, actually, I want to make the shadow go the other way. I should find a fucking light source. Dumbass. Alright, light source back here. So that makes all of this shadow anyway. Something like this. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. Wastes a lot of stuff being black or dark anyway. Maybe up above, something like that. So maybe shading is a thing I have no idea about, by the way. It's like shading and yeah, lighting and all that. No idea, mate. I wish I did, because I often feel like that's exactly what my drawings are lacking, but just don't really know how to wrap my head around it.
Shading is another learned skill.
Well, yeah, duh. I didn't say I couldn't learn it. I just said I don't know. Present tense. Not future perfect, or whatever it's called. I don't like this track. This track is garbage. Bad remix.
I mean to encourage you to do some targeted study if you feel like perfecting your shading.
You see, the thing about me doing targeted study is I'm so lazy. I have a hard time drawing at all. And studies is often discouraging. Which is bad. That's how I've been stagnating for so long. But I genuinely don't know what to do about it.
That is my approach. Either I do targeted study or accept my flaws, being a lazy bastard myself.
I feel like being a programmer almost mandates being a lazy bastard, at least in some regards. Even more emails, oh my god. That does not look right at all.
I started trying to pass my old C code for a garbage collector while you drow. I got it to compile, but it seg faults if I do anything more complex than push and pop with the stack.
Well, you got plenty of other unfinished projects lying around that you could work on.
I'm too tired to actually work on anything. Just looking at old things I've tried to write and never documented.
Alright, fair enough.
You need to Mary Kondo your code projects.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. I'm a young bab, I know.
Some lady who tells middle-aged people who drown in clutter to dump everything that weighs them down.
I see. I am a proponent of cleaning things up regularly as well. I don't understand people who have 300 tabs open at all times. Or who hoard movies and other shit they're never ever gonna watch again.
She basically says if it does not make you happy, dump it.
Right. It's pretty good advice. Especially when it comes to relationships. Especially then. Ooh, the aliasing effects. Ooh, Nelly.
seems like advice for people who can actually afford to change their life.
I mean, as long as you believe in free will, pretty much anyone can afford to change their lives. To some extent.
If one is willing to face the consequences, yes.
Sure, but I mean, in the context, the consequences, you throwing away a project you don't want to work, you're not working on anymore. So, I think consequences aren't very dire. Oh, that's not Keytron. Never mind. Wrong person. Oh my god, the aliasing. Amazing. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about this trick that I put together today for the half tone. That's pretty good. Let me do this kind of thing in the future much more easily than I thought.
It looks good.
Does it? I don't even know what the stream compression does to it. Sounds like something that could like completely destroyed in the codec.
It looks like nice shady color.
Okay. Alright. Let me just,
I think I better sleep. My eyes keep causing physical pain keeping them open for the past half an hour.
Jesus Christ, dude. Go to sleep. Fucking hell. You should have done that, like, forever ago. It's not bad.
Good night and thanks for stream.
Good night. Oh, whoops. I wish there was a sharp-edged circle texture. Is there one? Sorry about the whistling. It just happens. I mean, I guess I could make one, but no, definitely not. Whoa, freaky.
The music reminds me of the old Eve theme.
Hmm. Let me. Eve is another game I never played. Okay, so how do I convert this to a fucking pattern now or something? Bam. Image. Pattern. Custom. Use. So if I go back, it's not used as pattern anymore. Add to predefined patterns. Where is it? Is it this one? No. What the fuck, man? How do I do this? Use as pattern. Add to predefined. Update. Oh. Do it now? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's a bit too big. I also would have preferred it to have fucking spacing. Updates. Uses pattern. Still too big. Also, how do I get it to have spacing? Is there like a... Can we go like this? Update. Yes. So now... Okay, great. Yes, good. Now I just need to make a way smaller one. Hell yeah, son. Now we're talking. Good. And now, final finale trick. I just gotta...
I need much better light to be able to see the colors at night. This study is a never-ending project.
Yeah, drawing at night without an active backlight or something like that is not advisable. If you're doing color, not just lines. But I guess you could like practice line artwork at night just fine.
I was thinking of a desk light attached to a shelf that is over the monitors.
Sounds good. I think you can even get like a USB one that should be pretty cheap. Don't know how strong it will be though. You can get really like intense LED lights though. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to summer temperatures again and my room literally cooking me alive while I try to draw. Because my computer and this Cintiq produce a lot of heat. And yeah, summer is not fun. Sometimes I just have to draw in my underpants because everything else is literally unbearable. How hot does it get where you live? Unbearably hot or fuck you hot? In the summer, I mean.
Typical sea climate, but recently summers have been hot, like high 20s.
High 20s is alright. Here in Zurich, sometimes we got like 35 and shit. Fuck that noise.
I like 15 to 20 best, preferably with rain.
15 to 20 is great. Actually, you should probably make this curve. How about that? Curve. Fuck you. Oh, it worked. Just didn't show. Okay. Maybe if I make this a gradient instead? I'm not sure. Or maybe a blur. Let me try that. Gaussian blur. I don't like it very much. I don't know how to remedy this. Something I don't like, and I don't know what it is. Worst is it? Yes.
The background cuts off her head.
Yeah, you're right about that. I don't know, there needs to be something in the background, I just don't know what. Something, something, something.
Put a rectangle behind her head, framing it.
No, that will put too much focus on the head. I want it to be sort of ominous. Why is it not filling? What is happening? Oh, because I have it raised. Okay. Let me look at some other shit for a second. Maybe I can figure something out that I like. Steal some more garbage. Or actually not garbage. Steal from the best. I don't remember the fucking name though. It's already 10 o'clock, Jesus. There it is. Let's try that then. Maybe if I... Nah. Let me look again. Sure wish I had a Bezier curve select. It would be nice. Maybe it's this. It's kind of it. At least it's freeform.
That is nice.
Stealing ideas from other people almost always works. doesn't, at least you're not to blame. Terrible
This is
advice.
called inspiration.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh shit. Whoops. Why is it no longer eraser? Try something.
Okay, I am off to bed. We'll check again on later days to see if you are online and I need to get some drawing in.
I'll post in the thread if I'm streaming. But yeah, thanks a lot for checking in, and have a good night. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Which one is this gonna be? Apparently this is going to be number 1360. Actually, I probably should scale it down. Yeah, I should. There we go. Oops. Alright, time to upload it. 1360. Should I do another or not? Ah, I forgot something. I should have made the dress darker. Fuck. I think I'm gonna delete and repost. God damn it. Fine, I'm gonna fix that. Delete. Delete. Studio delete. one thing that was missing for sure. I think I'm gonna do another drawing afterwards. After I fix that grievous mistake. What did I use? Need something denser this time. Maybe this. Also, actually, yeah, that's better. What did I use? Oof. Not that. That'll maybe work. But the tone isn't dark enough. Definitely be dark enough. Just don't know whether I like it. What about this? Also definitely dark enough, but again. Need to be more options for off tones. That'll work. That'll do. Maybe. Too complex. Not dark enough. It is a bit nauseating to look at. This. instead of this, I should have just made the background color different. Let me try that real quick. Though... Missed. Yeah, I'll do. Right, scale. Now I can upload it. What happened? Okay, let's do another. U 1080 squared. Okay. What will it be this time? dress design. I always fucking fall back on the standard hoodie design, jeez. It's just so easy. Hoodies just look good. But I wish I had better fucking clothing design ideas that weren't fucking hoodies all the time. I have something for that. Better ideas to steal. Let me see. Save some more stuff. this could work. fucking hands are starting to cramp. God damn it. Not a good sign. I also don't like these eyelashes very much. Oh yeah, that's another good trick. Nice. Meh. Not very happy with this one. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna throw it in the garbage. Oh well. At least I made another thing. And now it's getting too hot in my room, so I'm gonna check out. Okay, hopefully maybe tomorrow another stream. Who knows? For now, good night.